wish that you were better. Yo, 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 yo.
Man, the myth, the legend, Kaplan in the house. Back to back, guys. What a blessing to go from Colin Butterfield to fucking Joel Kaplan. This is like,
dude, and I feel like our fashion game is on point today.
Yes.
You got
I'm making Danny do this from now on, by the way. I'm making Fridays is like Hawaiian t-shirt day. So you guys should be in spirits for a great weekend. Joel, how's your week going so far? It's been a crazy week, huh?
Crazy week. We don't have to get into it on the live, but let's just say, guys, Q3 taxes were paid.
Yes.
And it was painful.
That's to say.
I'm moving to Puerto Rico, making that official announcement live on Facebook. Moving to Puerto Rico, and hopefully we can make that happen. Anyways, with that in mind, today we're going to drop an insane amount of value for the high quality leads for clients masterclass part 2. Yes. And we're going to be continuing where we left off last week. And with that in mind, if you're joining us live, you know the drill. Drop a 1 below. Show some love. The more that you guys engage, the more that we'll come back. And if you guys can hear us, drop a 1. I want to make sure that you guys can hear us too. Let me actually pull it up and make sure that we're live on my phone. Facebook's been super sketchy lately. I don't know if that's happened to you, Amir. Like yesterday, post disappeared.
Dude, yeah, and they did this random up. They're doing all these random updates, and I'm like, dude, Facebook, just fix the things that we need.
Yo, you need to add can you add the title to the top of the live?
I'm literally doing that right now. It's when you copy and paste the whole thing, it literally deletes all the emojis. So, you know, we're emoji based, so got to make sure I'm just still doing the emojis here, and then it'll be on in just a second, and then. As you guys know,
now I can see you guys. Right. This is like crazy stuff. It was not showing you guys. Now it's showing you guys. Hell yeah, we got Corey in the house. We got Adam, Miguel.
Yes.
Dude, drop a 1 if you're joining live. We're gonna drop a lot of value for you guys. So you guys drop 1s and we'll drop the value. Simple. Yes. Let me pull up the high quality leads for clients masterclass notes.
Yes.
High quality.
And
let me just pull this up.
And we're marking it as an announcement. And
yeah, let's do it.
To the top. So it should be, let me do part 2 here. Guys, a lot of moving parts today. I'm sweating. Every time I turn my fan on, you guys will belly. I think the last video you guys were not able to hear me as well. So now my fan is off.
I'll take the lead.
Yes,
but just drop the announcement. I'm going to be sending a quick little email blast.
Swag.
And let's do this. So guys, here we go. If you're joining us live, drop a 1 below and we'll drop the value.
Yes.
Super excited for this masterclass, at least part 2. If you were on part 1, then you know we're going to bring the heat, and you know we're going to really give back and share some pretty amazing insights on how to increase lead quality for clients. So to just dive in, because we only have 45 minutes, and as you guys know, I can really go on and dive deep. We're going to just cut right to the chase. So this is going to be not the traditional Joel Kaplan style where we really dive deep. I'm going to actually cut right to the chase. Drop the value, go 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, and rapid fire. Amir, how does that sound? Does that sound good? Yes, no, maybe so.
It sounds great. My fan is on. I'm turning it on and off when you're speaking, so I will have a 3-second delay.
No worries. You're all good. You feel free to hang out. I'm going to share my screen. So let me pull this up. To recap, guys, last week, if you haven't seen the video, go watch. Actually, Amir, if you can drop the YouTube video to the high quality leads for clients masterclass part 1, drop it in the comments. So go to my YouTube channel, pull up the last video, drop it below. If you guys haven't seen that, you got to go see that. If you skip and just watch this, I mean, if you're live right now, keep watching, but afterwards, go back and rewatch the first part so it all makes sense and it's crystal clear. With that in mind, last week we talked about what foundation you need to have in place to generate high quality leads for clients. We talked about the biggest misunderstood secret about lead quality that will fix your lead quality forever. We also talked about a few specific strategies. Number one, we talked about the launch call. Number two, we talked about the expectations agreement, and we actually gave it away. Number three, we talked about the accountability hack. Did we talk about the prepay system, Omir?
No, not yet. I think we started and then we just never like delved too deep into it.
Okay. Next up, with that in mind, we're going to dive into the prepay system. Let me make sure that I can share my screen.
Once you share it, I'm going to disappear and then let you hammer it out, Joel Kaplan.
All right, here we go. All right. Let me just make sure this is good. We got some people on here. Heck yes. And here we go. High quality leads for clients masterclass part 2. If there was a moment to tune in, the moment is now. And if there's ever been a moment to pay attention, this is it. So
are you trying to share your screen, by the way?
Yeah, I'm going to share it in just a sec.
I'm going to disappear in 3, 2.
All right. Share my screen. Pull this up. Let me just make sure I can actually see it. Let's see. One sec, guys. One sec, and we will dive in. I think I have to zoom in a little bit. All right. Perfect. Here we go. So last week, we started the high quality leads for clients masterclass. We talked about how to get your clients the highest quality leads and how to get them a massive ROI. So that if a client is saying the following things to you, these leads are low quality, these leads won't pick up, blah, 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 these leads suck, I hate you. Well, after part 1 and part 2 of this masterclass, you're never going to have to deal with those things ever again. If you're ready, if you're joining us live, drop a 1 below and let's dive in. So last week, we talked about the biggest misunderstood secret about lead quality that will fix your lead quality forever. And we gave away a few specific strategies. We talked about the launch call. We talked about the expectations agreement. We talked about the accountability hack. And we also talked about, no, that's pretty much it. So next up, if you guys want to increase lead quality for your clients, you all need to create your own version of the prepay system. So one of the greatest discoveries I made with my agency is seeing how many issues were solved by simply getting people to pay something before the appointment. This fixed our show-up rates. This fixed our lead quality. Our clients were happier. And we eventually made it mandatory for our clients to take prepayment before the appointment. So for example, if a patient is signing up for a $21 adjustment, we made it mandatory for our clients to call them and take payment of those $21 in advance. In addition to that, if we did a free consult, like for example, we work with chiropractors, we have an ad that's for a free pain scan. So it's essentially a free consultation. And what we do is we make them put down $1 on their credit card to hold their spot. And we tell them, hey, all we need is $1 down to hold your spot. And then if you don't show up, we do have a $50 no-show fee. But as long as you show up and come to the appointment, it's totally free and we won't charge you. For example, if you're doing a $30 free trial for a gym or a $7 trial for a gym, or you're doing a free consult or a free appointment, the same rules apply. Now, if you're inside of 7-Figure Agency and you're one of my students in 7FA, in the resources section of the course, I actually give you guys my scripts for how to take prepay for free consults and for vouchers. And with that in mind, if you're not in a niche that would work with prepay, so for example, let's say you work with realtors, you work with roofers, you work with any niche where there's really not a payment for the appointment or where there's no discounted service like a med spa or like a yoga class. if you're not in a niche that would work with prepay, what I would do to get around it is ask myself this question. What is the one simplest and easiest tweak that I need to make that would help my clients' leads get some skin in the game? Because the goal is to get some sort of commitment before the appointment and get some skin in the game. That's really all we're doing here. And we want to keep asking ourselves this question until we stumble upon our own version of the prepay solution for your own niche. So if you're not in a niche that does some sort of payment for the appointment, just ask yourself this question. How can I get my clients' leads to have some skin in the game? That's it. That's really the idea. So when I write here, create your own prepay system, it's really skin in the game system. How can you get your clients' leads to have some sort of skin in the game? That will increase your lead quality by miles. So that's strategy number 4. I actually do think we covered it last week. Let's keep going. Strategy number 5. Strategy number 5. Secret shop your clients. If a client complains about lead quality, what we want to do is collect ammo. And essentially, the way that we collect ammo to be able to come back to them and be like, look, you're wrong. The leads are actually high quality. You just suck at following up in sales, is by collecting ammo. And the way that we collect ammo is by secret shopping our clients. So we can either secret shop them by pretending to be a lead and documenting the whole process. So you can actually call the client. Sorry, you can actually sign up under a different name. So for example, if I'm working with Dr. Joe and my name is Joel Kaplan, I could sign up as Eric Smith. And I could put my phone number, they're not even going to realize it. And I can literally create a fake email to do secret shopping through. So I could create an ericsmith@gmail.com, sign up there and see if they actually follow up. See if they actually call me. See if they're actually using the prepay method. See if they're actually using our scripts. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be using our scripts. They're not going to be using our systems. They're not going to be following our protocol, which is going to give us ammo. So that when we speak with a client, we could be like, yo, you didn't do anything that we told you to do. So don't blame the system. You didn't follow the system. Blame yourself and take ownership. So one of the ways that you can secret shop your clients is by pretending to be a lead. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to create fake name. So just call yourself like Eric Block. Fake email, ericblock@gmail.com. You can either get a burner phone to do secret shopping, or you could use your actual phone. Like, they're not going to know. They're not going to memorize it. I think you could even create different numbers on HighLevel and stuff, or whatever your phone number is. And then what we're going to do is pretend to be a lead and see if they follow the process. Again, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to follow the process, and you're going to have ammo to be able to go back to the client and really make them realize that they need to follow the system, and that the fact that the leads are low quality is on them, not on you. You can also take a text that I actually learned from one of my students, Jeff Miller, who is a beast at scaling agencies. And he actually shared this with me, and he said it was okay to share it with you guys as long as he gets credit. So credit goes to him, but it works like magic. He calls it the Jeff Miller quality assurance text. And the way that it works is that instead of pretending to be a lead, you text the leads themselves and see if they are low quality for yourself. So here's the example. He actually texts the lead. So now we're pretending to be the client. At first, we were pretending to be the lead. Now we're pretending to be the client. So now we say, hey, we're texting the lead here. So let's say that you work with roofers and you generate, let's call it Denver Roofing Company. You generate leads for them. You're going to actually text the leads that you generate for them and pretend to be Denver Roofing Company. You'll say, hey, this is Jeff with the quality assurance team over at Denver Roofing Company, just making sure you got a call back and we're taken care of. Then the lead is going to respond, and we're going to engage with the lead. We're going to dig deep on their experience. We're going to ask them, hey, did the Denver Roofing Company actually call you? How was your experience? How did it go? And we're going to realize that 9 times out of 10, the client did not take care of the lead. And they sucked when it came down to handling the lead. So if you want more info on this and you want to check out the full secret shopping masterclass in 7FA 2.0, you guys can always click here to apply. With that in mind, this should give you guys a really, really, really good starting point. So big takeaway is this. We want to secret shop our clients so that we have ammo to be able to demonstrate to them that the issue is not the system. The issue is the fact that they suck at following up and they suck at business. But the problem is that we can't go into that conversation unless we have ammo, unless we have data. The way that we collect data and ammo so that when we come to the call to essentially make them realize that it's on them, not on us, the way that we get that data is by either pretending to be a lead and going through the whole process and then documenting it, or you can pretend to be the business and actually reach out to the leads and then have those conversations with the leads documented. And now you could show them to the client and be like, yo, look, we reached out to John and he said he never got a call. What's going on? So again, the goal is to essentially have some sort of ammo or data to be able to demonstrate to your clients that they are the ones that actually suck, not your system. And this is going to work 9 times out of 10. So again, how do we increase lead quality? We do it by getting your client to see and to realize that they need to just level up. Because if we go back to the beginning, increasing lead quality is two-sided. It's just as much about you getting better at getting them higher quality leads as it is about them getting better at business. And most businesses are not good at business, and marketing alone won't solve that. So it's our responsibility to do whatever it takes to fill that gap. How do we fill that gap? By first making them realize that they are actually bad and that there is a gap. How do we make them realize that they are bad and that there is a gap? We secret shop them and we collect ammo. Wow, that's really good, guys. If you're tuning in live right now and you're loving this, drop a 1 below. I'm giving you guys practical, specific strategies that we use to increase lead quality. And I don't even have to be doing this. So we're doing this on a Friday, over-delivering for you guys. And if you're loving this live, drop a 1 below. If you're loving this live, drop a 1 below. By the way, you're going to get access to this whole doc at the end. So with that in mind, let's keep going. All right, strategy number 6. We're moving fast. The reframe meeting. The reframe meeting. If a client complains about lead quality, schedule what I like to call a reframe check-in meeting. The goal of this meeting is has 4 parts. We want to find alignment. We want to re-educate them on lead quality. We want to retrain them, and we want to leave on a win-win note. And what we're going to do on this reframe meeting is essentially go over things that are going well, things that you're going to do to improve lead quality, things that they're going to do to improve lead quality, and an exciting thing to look forward to. So to over-deliver for you guys, I actually wanted to give away this check-in presentation for free live on this call right now, but I definitely need to see more engagement. And let's see. Let me go back to camera. How do I... Amir, can you come back? I don't know if...
Back like I never left.
Yo, how valuable is that so far?
Just, like, I can't believe you're not charging for this. That's how I'm shocked, guys. I'm gonna plug in Joel's Venmo at the bottom. Feel free to Venmo him $100 per word that he says, because this is insane. Because yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys are struggling with sales and all that good stuff, but this is also giving you, for those of you that do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, it's giving you an outlook. And like I said this last time in part 1, we had to eat shit before we learned this. Like for a long time. This is not like, this is also the best thing about this is that Joel is learning a lot of this as well. Not just from himself doing it, but also like seeing agencies that we are like teaching on a regular basis struggling over and over and over again. So one thing that Joel is better than anyone in this industry is solving problems. Literally, challenge. There is so many layers to it. So he's giving you guys not just 1, not 2, not 3. There are so many layers to this. The biggest takeaway that I have for you guys is please, please, please utilize 1 or 2 of these and use them consistently. Don't try to use all of them, because if you try to do all of them, you're gonna end up doing nothing, and you're gonna end up focusing on the wrong thing. Use what you need now, which for a lot of you guys is really just setting expectations, and then let it rip.
I think what's crazy is that, again, most people think that lead quality is mainly on them and them getting better, but it's really on educating, training your client, and resetting expectations. And right now I'm going to be giving away the presentation that we use to reset expectations. So at the beginning of last week's masterclass, we talked about how to set expectations on a launch call. One of the hacks to increasing lead quality is to reset expectations with your client. And here's how we do that. I'm going to share my screen again. Here we go. One sec. All right. Here we go. So here's the monthly check-in presentation. Here's a monthly check-in meeting presentation. If you guys need to reset expectations with clients, here's the actual presentation that we use, and I'm giving it all away. So you guys can have this. I'm giving it all away. Here we go. You're going to go into the meeting and you're going to go over things that are going well with a client. And you're going to actually list out a bunch of things that are going well. And the point is to celebrate wins and start on a positive note. Then we're going to talk about all the things that you're going to do to improve lead quality. So you're going to talk about all the ideas that you have to improve lead quality. Next, you're going to talk about all the things they need to do to improve lead quality. And then we're going to end on something exciting. Now, the reason that this works so well is because we're resetting expectations and we're making them realize that this is a teamwork and that this requires teamwork. It's two-sided. It's a matter of both sides getting better, not just one side. So then your client becomes a better client. They have better expectations, and then they actually level up. So first, we celebrate some wins. We start off on a good note. Then we're like, yo, Dr. John, here's what we're going to do to increase lead quality. We're going to try out some video ads. We're going to change up the copy a little bit. And the point is to start off by pointing the criticism and feedback on us. And we want to talk about some changes to the ads that we're going to making to make them feel like we're actually going to work on it, which we are. We're going to make a few tweaks. But again, this is not where the high quality comes from. The high quality comes from this. Next, we turn the focus on them and we tell them, hey, since we're going to be working on all these things to improve lead quality, we also need you guys to improve on a few things. First things first, I'd like to schedule a 30-minute training with your team to make sure that they're actually following up and they're actually following our scripts. We're also going to implement an accountability system. And you can come up with other ideas, right? These are just ideas. This is not the thing that you need to do. These are just things that you can use for inspiration. But the idea is to tell them things that they need to improve on, to get better at following up and to get better at closing so that they perceive the leads are as higher quality. Remember, quality, for the most part, I'd say 80% of the time, is a matter of them getting better at business to be able to actually handle the leads that you send them. And for the most part, 80% of the time, lead quality is a matter of perception, not reality. The leads are fine. Their perception of the leads just sucks. Again, the leads are fine. Their perception of the leads just sucks. So if we get them to be better at following up and we get them to be better at closing, and then they close the leads and they schedule the leads, and they're going to be like, oh my God, the leads are amazing. So how do we get them to be better at following up? How do we get them to be better at sales? What we do is we move the criticism to them. We give them actionable feedback, and we give them ways for them to level up. Then we end the call on some bonus and exciting stuff, because after you gave someone criticism, the tone kind of changes. So you want to essentially end on something to look forward to. You can say, hey, we're going to be sending you a gift in the mail. I know we're working on this together, so I just want to send you a gift as a thank you for your patience as we work on increasing lead quality. You can say, hey, as we wait on increasing lead quality, I want to run a reactivation campaign for you so that you can get some quick wins right here and right now. Or you could just talk about new things that are coming. Like, by the way, we're actually working on this thing and this thing to improve lead quality over time. Can't wait to show it to you next time we talk. The whole idea is to end on a positive note, and really just comes down to making them feel good after you gave them a ton of feedback on what they need to do to level up so that they can actually handle the leads and get really good results with the leads. So with that in mind, let's keep going. There is number 6, the reframe meeting. Let's keep going. Number 7, lead nurturing. Lead nurturing, lead nurturing, lead nurturing. Let's talk about ways for you to actually increase lead quality. I'm going to keep it really, really, really simple and let you guys know that the goal is to start conversations. When you guys are doing texts and emails to nurture the leads, most of you guys are doing it wrong. You're essentially sending people to book a call or click on a link and schedule, but the goal of any lead nurturing, all you want is to start a conversation and get them to respond. I'm going to repeat that. When you're doing automated follow-up for your clients' leads, again, this is for nurturing the leads that you're getting your clients. The goal is to start conversations and get a response. The goal is not to book an appointment. The goal is not to get them to pay over the text. The goal is to start a conversation and get a response. So many of you guys are screwing this up. I'm telling you right now. So many of you guys are sending on HighLevel leads to schedule an appointment or leads to pay on HighLevel. Stop it. Just freaking stop it. The goal, like, these are people that just saw an ad and clicked and said they wanted info. They're not going to just book a call and pay immediately. They just need to start a conversation. So when you're actually following up with your leads for your clients on HighLevel, you just want them to start a conversation and get a response. How do we do this? We want to essentially ask open-ended questions via text and have a long-term email sequence. Now, I got about 28 of you guys live right here. Should I share? And then Omir, I don't know if you want to come back for a sec. Guys, should I share an example of a conversation, a text conversation with you guys from our own agency? Should I share it?
We need at least 15 text. We need at least 15 text comments first.
Guys, if you want us to share an example of a conversation, drop a 1 below. Drop a 1 below. Show some love, engage with us, and let's make it happen. If all right, I see Lance said yes. Guys, we're going to need more engagement. If you want me to show the actual conversations, drop a 1 or a yes below. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Please. Text. If you guys want to see this conversation, it's actually pretty fire. Joel used to be a savage. I don't know. Is this your conversation with a client, Joel?
No, this is just a follow-up sequence of text that can go out as an example that I pulled from our text that we send out so that they can see what open-ended questions look like.
That's great. I love that. I love that. Yes,
1 second, guys.
I'm just here. Guys, we
have
about 20 minutes left, so we want to make sure we get through all this. Thanks for tuning in on a Friday. I'm learning. You know what I learned today, Joel?
What?
We're never going live on Fridays again.
Why?
Always doing it earlier in the week. Well, there's always more people. So the ones that are listening now that came from the other live, Danny and I are going to switch the date from Fridays. We're going to do it Wednesday or Thursday. There's just more people. I feel like Friday night, it's like right now it's 4:30 Eastern time. So a lot of people are kicking back. It's the weekend. So I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays are better. I mean, we're literally
I see. Okay, let's keep going. It's all good. People that showed up today are going to get better results because they do whatever it
Right.
takes to get to where they want to go. So with that in mind, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep over delivering. I'm going to share my screen again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sharing now. Pulling this up. Okay. So when we're sending texts and emails to our clients' leads to get them to actually respond so that you can book an appointment for them, here's how we're going to do it. For example, you can say, hey, Joel, this is Ashley again from Barone Spinal Care and Performance. Just wanted to let you know we'll soon be offering a fresh set of $21 vouchers. Should I save one for you? Just checking in. Are you still interested in coming in for your first appointment? Unfortunately, we need to reserve these vouchers for patients who are really interested in coming in to receive care. If that's you, please let me know. Are you still interested in coming in to see what we could do for you? Would you like me to reach out to you with any future promotions we run? All we're trying to do is get a response. It's open-ended. You could even do things like, John, or you could even ask them about why they signed up. Out of curiosity, was there a particular reason you signed up for our voucher? Would love to learn how we can best help you. Like, you can essentially ask open-ended questions to get a response. And then what you're going to do is once they respond, you can either use Dialogflow on HighLevel, or there's some other softwares out there like Alan that will follow up with leads for you, or you can have a VA that then steps in, or you can have the client step in at this point. And what they're going to do is they're going to step into the conversation and then get the appointment scheduled. And Amir, I stopped sharing the screen if you want to come back. But the whole point, guys, is to get a response.
Yes.
And the whole point, yo, guys, give me 1 second. I just got a message I need to respond to. Give me 1 second. I know we're on a live.
No worries. I'll take care of that. I don't know where Joel just picked it up. I was kind of out of the conversation, but the best advice I have for you guys is for you guys to fucking be there for your clients. I know for a fact there were people that we lost only because of bad customer support. Like maybe we just didn't answer the question fast enough, or we didn't give them the heads up that we were not going to be there, or something like that. There's been clients that because of how well our customer support has been, even the results were not amazing. We didn't 10x their practice, but because we were there for them at all times, they still are with us. And there's also the vice versa. If you're not there for your clients, they will find someone. People will leave you because of customer support, right? It's very rare where someone is delivering results or delivering okay results and then does not have good customer support or customer service. That's why Alex, we have more account managers than salespeople, because we want to make sure that, sell is not hard. It's like there's a machine, right? We have appointments. We have great salespeople. Account managing, you've got to make sure you're there at all times. And that's why we do account managing training every day. People talk about sales training. Something that I know Atlas started incorporating not too long ago is account managing training, because we did not do that until probably like 6 or 7 months ago. Before it was like, figure it out, go for it. Now it's listening to calls. How would you do this? How would you do that? So I think that's ginormous. Customer service is always going to be.
Yo, I think what we're going to do, Omir, because I feel like I'm rushing it and I really want to take my time and dive deep. We're going to do 3 parts to this.
Wow.
That's it. Because we have like 6 more tactics to share, and I feel like I'm rushing it, and I want to over deliver for you guys. I want to take my time. So with that in mind, let's really just go slow and really over deliver. So here's what we're going to do. When you guys are setting up your texts and emails that go out to your clients' leads, when you're setting up your texts and emails that go out to your clients' leads, what needs to happen is you just need to get them to respond. That's the goal. Start a conversation and get a response. I'm going to say that again. All your goal should be is to start a conversation, get a response. And everyone on HighLevel is trying to automate appointment booking and all this stuff, like getting them to prepay through a text. It's just not going to happen. So instead of trying to get rid of the human element by automating everything, you should just make it easier to interact with a human element and facilitate that process and make it as smooth as humanly possible. So instead of trying to remove the human, instead of trying to automate everything on a high level, what you should do is just create a sequence that gets a conversation started and gets a response, so that then either a VA or your actual client or dialogue flow can kick in and actually take over the response and then get the person scheduled. So for example, let's say that I'm a lead and I sign up through a Facebook ad for a $21 voucher for a chiropractic adjustment, or I sign up for a $21 pass at a gym in Denver, at Denver CrossFit. If I do that, and then I start getting texts being like, book here, book here, book here, and then I'm forced to pay for an appointment, I'm like, what the heck's going on? I'm not going to sign up. I'm not going to schedule. Now, Omir, let's say that you work for Denver CrossFit or you work for Denver Chiropractic, and I signed up for the special, and then you're just texting me the lead and you're like, hey, Joel, what made you want to sign up? And I'm like, well, I'm looking for another gym in Denver. As soon as I respond, you've got me. Because then you'll be like, awesome, you're looking for a gym in Denver. I'd love to get you scheduled. I'm like, that sounds great. When can we chat? You're like, okay, can I give you a call in 10 minutes? Yeah, you can. Awesome. You call me, you get me scheduled. And you can also take prepay. The problem is that people are trying to automate that whole process, and then they end up getting leads that are not low quality. You're just not nurturing them properly. The leads are not low quality or high quality. The leads are just the leads. What takes them from being regular leads to high quality leads is our ability to get really good at follow-up and sales.
Nurturing.
One of the ways that we do that is by helping the clients level up. The way that we level up as marketers to get better at follow-up is creating sequences that facilitate the human element that is required to actually turn a lead into a high quality lead, like taking payment before they come in.
It's huge.
That is the point, guys. That is where the value is.
Yes.
That's the golden nugget. You guys are trying to automate everything, and you're trying to remove all of the human element and just getting the leads to schedule. But Omir, if you signed up for a gym in California, I know you're in San Diego right now, sign up for San Diego World Gym. Let's just call it that. If as soon as you sign up on a Facebook ad, you start getting hit with a link to schedule an appointment, you're like, what? It's a gym. Why would I even schedule an appointment? Like, I'm going to just go when I can go, right? Sign up for this trial. You're just going to drive when you want and just use the $21 voucher or the $7 pass. But if I was like, hey, Omir, I saw you just signed up for our $7 pass. Would love to give you a quick ring and get to know you to and hear about your goals. Do you have a quick 5 minutes? Or, hey, Omir, I saw you just signed up for our $7 pass. Is there a specific day you'd like to come in and use it? The moment that you say yes, I've got you. Because then I can be like, let's say that you say yes. Let's go through that example. Hey, Omir, I just saw that you signed up for a $7 day pass for 7 days. Is there a specific day you have in mind for you to come in?
Yes. Monday at 3.
Awesome. That sounds great. I'll actually be in then. I'm texting you back through this. I'll actually be in then, so that's perfect. By the way, do you have a quick 5 minutes for a call? I'd love to run a few things past you about the gym and about the special that I think you'd be really interested in. Say no. Say no, just for the example. No, you don't? Okay. No worries at all. When will you have 5 minutes?
Tomorrow.
Awesome. Is there a specific time tomorrow that works best for you?
Probably in the afternoon.
Probably in the afternoon. How's 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time or Pacific Time?
3:30 Pacific should work.
Awesome. I'm going to give you a ring then. Then I give you a ring. I take you through the script and I'm like, by the way, we do require some sort of payment for the $7 pass. Which card would you like to put it on? And then I get you to pay. And then now you just became a high quality lead.
Yes.
Because you have skin in the game. You showed commitment. We've had an interaction. The problem is that everyone's trying to automate that whole process and get you. Let's take a step back now, go through the whole process in an automated way. So let's say you sign up for a $7 day pass, right? For San Diego World Gym. Now, instead of me having an honest and open conversation and just getting you to give me a response and taking it from there, making the human element of the whole process as smooth as humanly possible, what I do is I just keep sending you a link to schedule and pay $7. Imagine if I sent you 10 texts. Hey, Omir, I saw you signed up for a $7 day pass. Here's the link to schedule and pay the $7.
Never.
And I send it again. I send it again. I send it again. Are you going to sign up?
I block you and sue you.
You're going to what?
You can sue you for harassing me.
Again, that's the whole point. Like, everyone doesn't get this, and everyone's trying to go around marketing the wrong way by absolutely automating everything, and you can't.
Cannot.
And the best people right now, the what you can automate is create a dialogue flow so that your bot gets really good at having that human conversation without the human, or by having VAs go in there and have the conversation on behalf of your clients. But you can't replace the human feel of it.
Shout out to Capri, by the way, which the only one that actually does it. But Joel, like I have a question. So this is, I'm sure some of these people are thinking that as well, is like, at what point do you automate the whole thing? Like, because at some points, like, you know, in the beginning, when you have a few clients, of course, you can be a little bit more interactive with it. But as you scale to 10, 15, 20 clients, like, where do you feel like you need to start automating it? Is it based on like what's been working in the past? Is it based on like certain situations? Because automating it is part of scaling, right? Because otherwise everything's manual. It's very hard to continue over delivering. So where at what point do you feel like you should automate?
The actual entire conversation for leads?
I would say more like the nurturing, do you think it's like, do you think
Should,
that these people,
dude, it's not hard. It's like, you guys can literally, you can essentially create, here, very simple. Very, like, here, let's actually go through it. You sign up, like, you can essentially create a text that goes out 5 days, Monday through Friday for the first month. So 20 text message follow-ups that have all open-ended conversations or open-ended questions. You can do that in a day and set it up on HighLevel and be done with it, even if you're just starting out. Like, it's not that complex. So, for example, text number 1. Hey, Omir, I saw that you just signed up for our $7 pass for 7 days at San Diego World Gym. Is there a specific day you had in mind to come in and use your voucher? That's text number 1. Text number 2. Hey, Omir, didn't get a chance to hear from you yesterday, but I'm just checking in. Are you still interested in taking advantage of the voucher? Text number 3. Hey, Omir, are you looking for gyms in San Diego at the moment? Or were you looking to just stop by and use it for 7 days? Like, just open-ended. It doesn't even have, like, now we can even get creative with it. Hey, Omir, are you currently living in San Diego, or are you just coming through for a week? Just random questions that will get a response. You want to do a mix of open-ended questions. You want to do a mix of yes and no questions. You want to do a mix of easy answers and long answers. Like, eventually you could be like, hey, Omir, I still haven't heard from you, and I know initially you wanted this voucher. Can you tell me a little bit about your health goals and what you're looking for in a gym?
Sure. Yeah.
And
I think what you're trying to say is you're compiling all this information. That way, you know what's going to work at some point, especially in the beginning. I think what you're saying, Joel, essentially is people are automating this from the very beginning instead of actually finding out what questions are working and what's getting the best results as far as response rate. Because we just need to get that first yes. Just like when we teach the cold email, as soon as someone says yes, you're trying to book them. It's that same exact process. A lot of you guys are trying to automate this too quick. What automating is one of the steps, right? What we teach, we don't teach automate setting appointments, closing appointments, setting appointments, closing appointments, automate. So it's that same process.
I think for clients, like, we're just talking about automating the leads for the follow-up for your clients' leads. And I think It's not that complex. I just came up with 7 different texts in 2 minutes. Like, just keep asking questions every single day, Monday through Friday, to your clients' leads for a whole month. And then there's your sequence. Let's keep going. Just following up. Are my texts coming through?
Is everything okay? It's a good one.
Yeah. Is everything okay, Omir? Would love to support you any way I can with this voucher.
I think you missed the greatest question of all time.
Omir, question mark?
That should be the very first text of all time, don't you think?
No, the first text for nurturing your client's lead should be stating exactly who you are and what they signed up for. Hey, this is Joel from San Diego World Gym. I saw that you just signed up for a $21 or $7 day pass. You want to state who you are and remind them what they signed up for on the first text. Then all you want to do is ask open-ended questions and get a response. And you're just going to keep asking different questions until they respond to you. Once they respond, then either a VA or dialogue flow from something like Capri or their staff should then take over the conversation and do whatever it takes to schedule a time to get on a quick call.
Yes.
That's it. Simple. But I think most people are not nurturing their clients' leads the right way. And again, leads are neutral. They're not good or bad. They're not low quality or high quality. What makes them high quality is how we nurture them, how we follow up with them, and how we close them. This is both a matter of the client leveling up and you leveling up as a marketer. Mainly it's about the client, but for this specific example, it's about the marketer. So for example, if I send you those texts and eventually you respond and I get you on the phone, I'm going to be like, oh, this guy actually picked up and showed up and spoke with me. If I just sent you a bunch of texts to schedule a call and you never responded and you never booked, you're going to be like, yo, we have a 20 text sequence that you created for us and it doesn't even work because no one books. You are still the same lead. It's just that we leveled up to get the most out of you as a lead and make you high quality. Correct. And guys, get creative with it. Just ask a bunch of different questions. You can even like throw in a picture in there, be like, oh, here's our location in case you're ever like, hey, Omir, I know that you haven't stopped by. I want to make sure that you have, you know where the gym is. You could even have the client take a picture of their location. And like I live in Denver, for example. If you send me a picture of a specific, trying to think of a gym. There's a gym that's right next to this place called Little Man Ice Cream. I know you've been there, Omir. It's like this, and it's like this huge tower. It's a huge tower. And there's an ice cream shop right at the bottom of the tower. And if you tell anyone, yo, the gym is right next to Little Man Ice Cream, and you send a picture, you're going to make them visualize how simple it is to actually get to the gym and come and take advantage of the 7-day pass. And you can essentially keep the conversation going by asking questions that don't even have to do with the 7-day pass. So for example, I could be like, yo, hey, Omir, we haven't seen you come into the gym yet. I just wanted to make sure that you know where it is. We're actually located right next to Little Man Ice Cream. Here's a picture of the gym so you know exactly where it is. Do you know where that's located? Or have you been to that area before?
Yep, I'm literally going to go to the gym and then get ice cream.
Yeah. The whole point is just you guys should ask way more open-ended questions to get a response. So
you guys are just asking the same questions over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Insanity. Literally insanity. It's almost like one of the things that Joel's really good at doing is putting himself in the situation of the lead, because he knows that Joel's not very good with like directions as far as like driving or like knowing what shit is. Neither am I. So I know that if you tell me it's off of Northeast on the north, blah, 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 he knows that if you tell me exactly if you send me the picture, if you send me a location or like or the area, I'll be a lot more informed. So change it up, like change the messaging up as much as possible. You guys are going to be able to crack the code. There's a formula to this. Like I hope you guys understand, which is what Joel's literally trying to get to. And it's definitely not repeating the same question over and over again. Hey, is this Omir? You sign up for this, wanting this. Hey, is this Omir? And over and over and over. That's not going to get someone's response. I freaking hate. I know you guys hate that. I know I hate that. I hate when I get the same emails over and over again. So what would make you think that a lead that wants to potentially come in because that's the same repeated message? It's pure laziness, and they're going to find someone else. There's an intention level for them to do what they did, which is sign up for the ad. The question is, are you going to catch their attention at that moment for them to come in, or someone else going to do that? That's the real question.
Guys, I think we're out of time for today. That's part 2. We're going to drop part 3 next week. And what's up?
2 weeks. I think next week's a little quick, right?
Okay, in 2 weeks, or I can also go live next week, but we're going to drop part 3 in the next 1 or 2 weeks. We're giving you guys specific strategies, tactics that you can use to instantly increase lead quality for your clients. Hopefully you guys found it useful. We dropped a bunch of free stuff for you guys. We dropped the check-in meeting presentation. We're going to be sharing the expectations agreement with you guys. We shared the actual examples of different texts that we send out to our own clients' leads. And with that in mind, guys, I do want to let you guys know, if you're tuning in live right now and you want access to this Google Doc, drop a Google Doc in the comments. Say Google Doc. If you want access to this Google Doc, drop Google Doc in the comments, and our team will get it to you. So if you want access to this Google Doc, drop Google Doc in the comments. Our team will get it to you. And then last but not least, I have a very, very, very special announcement. So if you are tuning in live, do not leave. Hang on for just 2 more minutes. Huge, crazy announcement. For the next 5 people that sign up for 7FA, the next 5 people that sign up for 7FA, we're going to do 2 things for you guys. Number 1, we're going to instantly upgrade you to 7-Figure Agency 2.0, which has some crazy, crazy, crazy things. And then number two, we're also going to give you guys our special offer of launching your done-for-you agency ads, where we will create, set up, and launch your agency ads to start filling up your calendar and start getting appointments. If you guys want more info on that, just about the offer, how it works, all that good stuff, drop a me in the comments. Say me in the comments, and then our team will reach out to you with more info. So if you guys want access to that, drop a me in the comments, and we will reach out with more info. Or 1 sec, guys. You guys can always go to bit.ly/7FA call, bit.ly/7FA call. I'm going to drop that.
Or DM me.
Yeah, or DM here, bit.ly/7FA call.
Daniel, Felty, Temple. We have a whole, one of us will take care of you.
Book call with our team just to learn more about that crazy, crazy offer that we're doing. Yes. So cool. With that in mind, guys, much love. Hopefully you guys enjoyed part 2, and we'll see you guys for part 3. Peace out.